Consider this, archaeological sites across Europe and Anatolia, like the Franzlai cave in Greece, have yielded cherry pits carbon dated to as far back as 7000 BCE. These are not just stray seeds, they are evidence of consistent human interaction with wild cherries, Prunus avium and Prunus cerasus, long before structured agriculture. This profound antiquity begs the question, what did these vibrant fruits signify to our distant ancestors beyond mere sustenance? While direct mythological texts from such deep prehistory are scarce, later cultures that inherited these lands often imbued cherries with potent symbolism. For instance, in some ancient traditions, the fleeting beauty of cherry blossoms and the rich color of the fruit were linked to life, death, and rebirth. The core inquiry of our journey is to trace this evolution from a wild, foraged resource to a cultivated treasure, uncovering the cherry's initial unknown secret, its surprisingly deep and enduring status within the earliest human societies and their nascent spiritual landscapes. The structured cultivation of cherries significantly advanced with Roman civilization. The celebrated Roman general Lucius Licinius Lucullus, returning from the Third Mithridatic War around 72 BCE, is widely credited by Pliny the Elder with introducing cultivated varieties of cherries to Rome from Cerasus, a city in the Pontus region of northern Anatolia, a name etymologically linked to cherry itself. However, this introduction might have been more of a popularization or the introduction of superior cultivars, as simpler varieties likely existed in Italy prior. As the Roman legions marched and their infrastructure expanded, so did cherry orchards reaching Gaul, Germania, and even Britain by the 1st century CE, documented by finds in Roman settlements. This Roman network facilitated an unprecedented spread. The true enigma, however, deepens when we consider the concurrent flourishing of the Silk Road. How did Roman-propagated cherries, primarily Prunus avium, interact with distinct Asian species like Prunus pseudocerasus, potentially exchanged along these vast trade networks, contributing to the remarkable genetic diversity that underpins today's global varieties? With the fragmentation of the Roman Empire, organized horticulture could have faltered. Instead, cherries found dedicated custodians within the stone walls of medieval monasteries. Across Europe, from Cluny in France to Canterbury in England, monks became the primary innovators in pomology. They were not just passively preserving Roman varieties, they were actively selecting for desirable traits, larger fruit, sweeter taste, disease resistance, and meticulously documenting their efforts and grafting techniques. These monastic gardens, often shielded from the era's turmoil, served as critical genetic banks. Simultaneously, cherries climbed the social ladder, becoming prized possessions in royal courts. King Henry VII's passion for cherries led to the establishment of extensive orchards at Tainham in Kent, with imported Flanders varieties specifically chosen for their quality. This royal patronage elevated the cherry to a symbol of luxury and refined taste. The unknown secret here lies in the sophisticated, almost scientific horticultural advancements driven by both monastic dedication and aristocratic desire, forming a crucial bridge to modern cherry breeding. The age of exploration was not just about discovering new lands, it was about transplanting old worlds. Cherry pits and young saplings, cherished cargo, crossed the Atlantic with European colonists in the early 17th century. Initial cultivation in North America, from Massachusetts Bay Colony to Virginia, was challenging as European varieties adapted to new soils and climates. Yet perseverance paid off. By the 19th century, significant cherry-growing regions emerged, notably in Michigan, which became the cherry capital of the world for tart cherries, and across the Pacific Northwest for sweet varieties. The development of the iconic Bing cherry in Milwaukee, Oregon around 1875 by horticulturalist Seth Luling, assisted by his Manchurian foreman Ah Bing, exemplifies this era's innovation and multicultural contributions. However, this period also birthed a more controversial secret, the maraschino cherry. Originally a delicacy preserved in maraschino liqueur, by the early 20th century, processes involving brining, bleaching, dyeing, and artificial flavoring transformed it into the neon red confection, a departure that continues to spark debate about authenticity versus industrial appeal. Today, the cherry industry is a global phenomenon. From Turkey, the world's largest producer, to the United States, Chile, and across Europe and Asia, hundreds of specialized cultivars like the Blush Rainier, Dark Stella, or the Essential Tart Montmorency fuel a multi-billion-dollar trade. Modern pomologists employ advanced techniques, including genetic mapping, to develop cherries with enhanced flavor profiles, extended shelf life, and greater resistance to pests and climate stress. Yet beyond this impressive agricultural and economic success story, the most compelling unknown secret of the cherry is continuously being validated by contemporary science: its remarkable array of health benefits. Cherries, especially tart varieties, are not just a source of vitamins and fiber, they are powerhouses of anthocyanins and other phenolic compounds. These natural chemicals demonstrate significant anti-inflammatory properties, offering relief comparable to some medications for conditions like gout and arthritis. Furthermore, cherries are a notable natural source of melatonin, linked to improved sleep quality and duration. This ancient fruit, therefore, is not merely a treat but a functional food, its journey from wild delight to modern health elixir revealing nature's enduring and multifaceted gifts. The formal cultivation of sweet cherries exploded under Roman influence. Legend, famously recorded by Pliny the Elder, attributes their introduction to Rome to General Lucius Licinius Lucullus around 72 BCE, bringing them from Pontus in northeastern Anatolia. Pliny marveled that within 120 years, cherries had spread from Asia Minor throughout Europe, even to Britain. This rapid dissemination was not merely agricultural, it was a statement of Roman power and luxury. Cherries became status symbols cultivated in elite villas, their presence at banquets signifying sophistication. Roman grafting techniques and their extensive road network were crucial catalysts. The secret here is the cherry's transformation into an emblem of empire, its sweetness a taste of Roman influence spreading across the known world with remarkable speed, outpacing many other fruits of the era in its continental adoption. This was not just about food, it was about demonstrating the reach and refinement of Rome itself. As the Roman Empire declined, Europe faced centuries where agricultural knowledge risked vanishing. Yet the cherry found an unlikely guardian: medieval monasteries. From France to Germany, monastic orders became crucial repositories of horticultural wisdom. Monks tended orchards not just for food, but also for medicinal uses noted in contemporary herbals and for special libations. They meticulously preserved diverse cultivars, experimented with grafting, and exchanged plant materials between monastic houses. This quiet, dedicated stewardship, often overlooked, ensured that cherry varieties, which might have easily been lost during periods of conflict and societal disruption, survived through centuries of upheaval. This hidden effort preserved the genetic heritage of the cherry, a testament to human dedication safeguarding nature's bounty against the odds. The secret of their survival lies in these tranquil, scholarly gardens that acted as arks for botanical treasures. The cherry's journey crossed the Atlantic with European colonists in the 17th century. Early attempts, like at Jamestown, saw European varieties struggle with New World climates and diseases, yet the cherry's allure persisted. John Tradescant the Younger is credited with introducing the Kentish red cherry to Virginia around 1629. Over time, dedicated horticulturalists and farmers selected and bred varieties suited to North American conditions, leading to thriving industries in regions like Michigan and the Pacific Northwest, famous for tart Montmorency and sweet Bing cherries respectively. The unknown secret, ultimately, is not one singular point, but the cherry's astounding adaptability and the continuous human partnership shaping its destiny for millennia, from wild foraging to modern breeding. What ancient genes from its wild ancestors persist in today's varieties? That enduring legacy stretching back to the Stone Age is the true marvel. Consider this deep history in your next cherry, a taste of millennia of human and natural collaboration.